Hey y'all, I'm glad to see you made it back in one piece. It seems I have found myself with a hunk of time on my hands, so I figured I might put it to use. Today I want to take a moment to talk about something near and dear to all Southern hearts. High cholesterol. No, just kidding, but food. We're talking about food. We'll start with the basic of the basics. Boiled peanuts. Yes, boiled peanuts. Take raw peanuts, throw it in a pot, and you boil peanuts. Can't get much more basic than that. No one knows how or why boiled peanuts became such a southern thing, but it's been that way as far back as anybody can recall. Speaking of peanuts, Coke and peanuts. Take a 59-cent bag of peanuts, open it, pour it into a bottle of Coke. You now have Coke and peanuts. Yes, that is a thing, and yes, it is good. Okay, Rocky Mountain oysters, or mountain oysters. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it, it's just fried bull balls. Yes, you heard me, fried bull balls. Okay, before I tell you the next one, small disclaimer. This is poisonous, if not cooked correctly, and if consumed, it can kill an adult human very fast. Symptoms of pokeweed poisoning include, according to Kansas City University, abdominal cramping, diarrhea, vomiting, weakness, drowsy, and difficulty breathing. Pokeweed is very common, but it's not my favorite. I prefer just collard greens or mustard greens. Now let's talk about some wild game. Squirrel, those little nut-thieving little rodents. And yes, they are delicious. I have not had squirrel brains, but I hear they are top shelf and absolutely great. Possum. Now, full disclosure, I ain't ever had possum, but given a chance, I'll at least try it. Now, I kind of grouped these two together. Fried chicken gizzards and livers. Now, for y'all who don't know what a gizzard is, it's a small organ that helps the chicken digest food. Personally, it's not my favorite, but I won't turn my nose up at it. Alright now, fried rattlesnake. Now I will beat you to the front of the line for some fried rattlesnake. All y'all just went "you" when I said that, but fried rattlesnake is good. Now this next one might need a little bit of explaining. Fried gar balls. Now, some of y'all are going, what the hell is a gar? Gar is a fish. It looks like a prehistoric fish, which is not far off because I believe it actually is. And what you do is when you catch one, if you're so fortunate to catch one or unfortunate, and you finally get it killed by a 410 shotgun or 22 shotgun shell to the back of the head, you take and cut down the spine, pull it open, and take the meat off each side. Then you take and use a spoon or your a melon baller and you scrape all the meat off the bone and gristle, and you make it into little balls and you fry it. It's actually pretty good. Okay, turtle soup. Again, haven't eaten it. I wouldn't turn my nose up about it. Generally, it's a snapping turtle used for it, and snapping turtles are just mean, so. Now let's talk about the friend of mine, the swine. Now, I will say, down south, we use every part of the pig but the squeal. And that starts at pickled pig's feet. Yes, pickled pig's feet is a thing, and you can usually find them in most grocery stores. Matter of fact, Hormel has some too. To chitlins. Now I must explain this bit. Chitlins is pig gut. Intestine to be precise. Clean them. I mean, really, really clean them. Also, slinging chitlins means cleaning chitlins. And we're talking like cleaning them for like 2 hours cleaning. I know I just said everything but the squeal. Now let's talk about sauce. Sauce meat. It's literally you put every part of the pig you can't use anywhere else to a giant pot, boil it down to the meat, add jello, and you get, well, this. I can't even begin with this. Okay, oxtail. I can promise you one thing. Oxtail is awesomely good. It's one of the best things I've ever had. Oxtail is something I can only get every once in a while. But ooh-wee, it is good. Okay, I've been dreading this one. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with chocolate gravy. When I first heard it, I was like, oh my god, that sounds so gross. Because when I first had it, I went to breakfast with my missus, and the Blue Plate special was biscuits and chocolate gravy. I had it. It tasted like warm, runny chocolate pudding. It was gross. And she told me, I tell you what, when we get home one day, I'll make you some, and it's actually be really good. She did, and yes, it was actually really, really good. Okay, fried green tomatoes, or fried green maters. Yes, they are real. Yes, they are great. And yes, if you never have some, make sure you stop at Cracker Barrel or anywhere else that has some and get some. Okay, I'm going to leave you with the nastiest one I can think of. Cornbread and buttermilk, or cornbread and milk. Buttermilk's not my thing. And if you stick a piece of cornbread into a cup and pour buttermilk on it and just eat it like that, I don't know what to tell you. That's just gross. Well, that's all for today. I'm not sure I'll make a second part to this or not, but we'll see. Now remember, don't let the door hit you, or the good Lord split you. Later.